About a fortnight back, United made their first bid for Mason Mount to Chelsea. It was rejected, and today, with lots of stories coming in through, that we are going to make a second bid, and obviously it was sent in and has been rejected by Chelsea. Welcome to United Matters channel. How are you guys and where are you watching us from? I go by the names of Rock and David. Smash the like button, comment and share. If at all you're watching us for the very first time, endeavor to subscribe to this channel so as not to miss out on stories that we do upload in here on a daily. In this mix, we are talking Zidane, Ighalo, we are talking Dean Henderson, and I think you are going to enjoy this episode. And let's see close to 300 likes. Smash this video because it's really detailed that most of you really need to know what it's all about and how it's going down at Man United. Remember, this channel does 100% Man United news, and that's why I call upon you guys to subscribe to this channel. Let's go into the lower right bottom corner, smash the black button that has the word subscribe. After smashing it, hit the notification bell. That will enable you get notified every time we upload a video onto this channel. Now, who broke the story? It was David Austin, as usual. David Austin came in through and obviously broke the story about Mason Mount. He said, exclusive, Manchester United have today made an improved bid for Mason Mount. Proposal, £45 million plus £5 million add-ons. Chelsea countered with a 60 plus a £5 million. Man United have a limit, while Chelsea are trying to comply with the 24-year-old's wishes. No agreement, but getting closer. David Austin via The Athletic. And obviously, that was the best way of really saying that a bid has been rejected, because if at all you come to my shop and tell me, I want that shoe, and I tell you that shoe goes for $100. Sorry, and you tell me that you're having $80 for a shoe, and I tell you, or I reply to you that that shoe goes for $100. That's like I've rejected the first bid that you're gonna hate to really offer to me, and I'm telling you, add more $20 to get this deal over the line. Now, as it stands, Chelsea are wanting £65 million for Mason Mount. Something I believe that is really crazy for a player who is left with just 1 year on his contract. It doesn't really make sense for me. They've just gone ahead to sell Kai Havertz, who has 2 years left on his contract, to Arsenal at the same amount of money, £60 million up front and £5 million of add-ons. That is really crazy. It is something that you cannot come and jubilate about as far as transfers are really concerned. That's it. It's out of the blue that we are seeing this deal taking this shift. You know, I can't really see us pay that amount of money for Mason Mount. Guys, I don't know whether I'm just a hater, I'm having an agenda over Mason Mount, but I don't want to see us exceeding £50 million. If it's not that, let's pull out of this deal and get other midfielders in. That is it, because Mason Mount is a midfielder that is limited, according to me. He's a limited midfielder, however much Ten Hag loves him, but I don't want us to pay more than that amount of money that we've gone ahead to bid, that is £50 million. Then Fabrizio Romano came in through and said that Chelsea have rejected Man United's second bid, official bid for Mason Mount. It was sent today and rejected a few hours. Proposal was worth £50 million, as called by David Austin. Sorry about that. Chelsea always wanted more. United will not pay crazy fee, but talks will continue. Obviously, that's what I want to hear from Man United. We shouldn't pay crazy fee for Mason Mount, guys. We shouldn't. We shouldn't. You know, if he was a quality player like maybe a Moise Caicedo, I would 100% go ahead and really agree with United paying £60 million for a player like him. And there is a question that always comes in through when I'm discussing such stuff. When people ask me, why is it okay for United to pay 80 or £100 million for Harry Kane? A disclaimer, I don't fancy Harry Kane, but if I told United pay £100 million for Harry Kane, he's worth it. Do you know why? For the previous 7 seasons, Harry Kane has proven world class that he can get a team 30-40 goals a season. That is it. So, relate it to Kylian Mbappe. Left with 1 year on his contract, PSG are calling in for 150 million euros. Do you know why? Mbappe is world class and very many clubs would love to go on and really sign him. That is it. So, as it stands, it doesn't really bother me on Harry Kane because I know that he's going to come in through and put those balls at the back of the net amidst me not looking at him as a priority signing that he would have gone ahead to get. But if he's bought at 100 million pounds, it's okay. He's proven he's world class. Like some people complaining about Casemiro, and I think I'm one of those few that really went ahead and said 70 million pounds for Casemiro is okay because I've seen him play ball for a very long time and I know how world class he is. And for a position that we've been lacking in for a very long time at Man United, a central defensive midfielder, getting a world class player for 70 million pounds, that's a bargain. That's it, because you don't get players like those regularly. Look at Arsenal, they are going to pay 100 million pounds for Declan Rice, but can Declan Rice even less the boots of Casemiro? No way, no way. So when a player is world class, even if I pay 110 million pounds plus, it doesn't bother me, provided the manager has gone ahead to approve him. But for this lad, Mason Mount, even if he had 3 years left on his contract, I cannot offer 60 million pounds for him. He's not a baller. That is it. He's not a baller. Let's be really vivid onto what he's bringing to the club of Man United. After that, Seth Demesh of Sky Sports came out and confirmed us that Chelsea rejects second bid from Man United for Mason Mount. Offer worth sorry about that. Offer worth 50 million pounds. 45 guaranteed plus 5 million pound in add-ons. United clearly want Mount, but have a valuation they are not likely to go beyond. Negotiations are expected to continue. That is it. That is it. We shouldn't exceed a certain valuation by Chelsea. We shouldn't be dragged by Chelsea to the journey where they want to take us. Then Matlow said Man United second bid for Mount is 45 million pounds plus 5 million pounds, with Chelsea reducing their asking price slightly to 65. Slightly more optimistic this time that a compromise might be found. So Chelsea have been calling in for 75 million pounds, and now they've took a reduction of 10 off, and now it's 65 million pounds that United is supposed to pay for Mason Mount, meaning that the difference in between United and Chelsea in the valuation of Mason Mount is 15 million pounds. United believe he's not more than 50 million pounds. Chelsea believe it's 65, and the same amount of money they've gone ahead to take for Kai Havertz to Arsenal. So it shows you that they've gone ahead to really call in for that amount of money for both those signings. But Mason Mount has 1 year left on his contract, and Kai Havertz had 2. This is where we have to play what we call a runaway game, and obviously Chelsea will come running to us and telling us that get us that money. Let's play this ball better than Chelsea. But for that, I doubt the board of Man United whether they can go ahead and really do the runaway game. Jacobs Ben, Man United's second bid for Mason Mount was 50 million pounds with 45 million pounds guaranteed. Chelsea responded asking for 60 plus 5. United view Mount as a big priority, but want him for under 60 million pounds as previously reported. Mount wants the move. So United stupidly are wanting to pay 60 million pounds for Mason Mount. Where in the world is this viable? I see no reason as to why we should pay more than 50. Let's walk away. Let's walk away from this deal, right? They'll come running to us because no team is going to come for him. That's it. And no team is going to come and get them the amount of money that they want, because there is no bidding war. And why should we come out and obviously not get this deal over the line at 50 million pounds, right? he made his preference to be Man United, not Liverpool, not Arsenal. So he wants to come and play for us and is willing to run his contract down. Then why should we go ahead and act stupid? So those are the rejects that have been put in through by credible journalists coming in from the entire globe. And kudos to David Austin for breaking the story. And let's wait and see what developments are really going to go ahead and really germinate from this, because it's really something great that is happening. That United are pushing in for their first signing, as Arsenal have gone ahead to make their first signing, and Chelsea have gone ahead to make a clear out of close to 6 players today out, and Mason Mount might be the 7th clear out tonight, as Chelsea is running short of time. 9 days left for them to really balance their books of accounts. Now, Ricky Frey coming in from the Manchester Evening News told us something about Zidane Ighalo, that Zidane Ighalo's departure this summer was planned from the early stages of last season, with the only variable being whether that was a loan or a permanent exit. And now, he said Zidane Ighalo wanted to leave Man United on loan in January, but Ten Hag vetoed the decision amidst an inquiry crisis. There was also frustration at Ten Hag's refusal to grant him permission to join Iraq at the Under-20 World Cup last month, despite a lack of senior commitments. So, looks like there's been negotiations on whether to sell him permanently or to loan him. Michael Carrick wanted the player, and very many other teams were interested in the player. And Erik Ten Hag, with his agency, have gone ahead to make a decision for Zidane Ighalo that might not be so much interesting to most of us, but Erik Ten Hag and his agency that manages Zidane Ighalo, known as the Sage Agency, they've gone ahead to make a decision that this player deserves to go to the Eredivisie. Why? Eredivisie gives room of growth to technically gifted players like Zidane Ighalo, and in the next 2 seasons, he's really going to emerge as one of the biggest talents that teams are going to be really trying to sign. And I think with that resale clause that United is going to put into that contract, I think it's going to work out well like a charm. I believe he's going to turn into one of those best players that the team will ever get. But I think one of the problems we're going to have to affect his progress at Man United is because it's all about his physicality. That's why you see to it that a well-built and physically able Kobe Menu came in through and made a Premier League debut, you know, ahead of Zidane Ighalo. Yet Zidane Ighalo in line looked like he was the nearest from the academy to make a Premier League debut, faster than even Alejandro Garnacho, because during the preseason he was one of those players that excited us a lot. But as it stands, it looks like his journey of Man United came to an end. He's going to Utrecht on a permanent deal, and United are going to get €1 million for the lad known as Zidane Ighalo. That is it, coming in from Ricky Frey, and the reason has been given to us as to why the player has been sold. Dean Henderson, Samuel Lucas, United correspondent for the Manchester Evening News, has confirmed us that sources suggest Dean Henderson has pissed off Erik Ten Hag, and there is next to no indication he's under consideration for a promotion to #1 next season. That is it. That is it. He pissed him off. We all know that when Ten Hag contacted him in December to return to Man United and obviously be a second-choice goalkeeper, Dean Henderson said no. He reiterated his words to Erik Ten Hag that the only way I'm returning to United is when I'm going to be the first-choice goalkeeper. And Ten Hag has always hated players of big egos, and that sent him a signal that this is not the right player to bring into my dressing room, because he might really disorganize it, and he's not going to be. And the goalkeeping situation at Man United is all about David De Gea making a decision, and the board of United, if he tries to walk away, then they'll have to go ahead and really sign in too, or maybe think around of keeping Dean Henderson and maybe sign a second choice goalkeeper at Man United. So guys, thank you very much for watching. To tell me thoughts about Mason Mount second bid rejected by Chelsea into the comment section below. What do you make about Zidane Ighalo departure permanently to Utrecht, and Henderson pissing off Erik ten Hag in a way that he doesn't feel like welcoming him to become the first goalkeeper or first choice goalkeeper of Man United. I sign out for now. See you later. And I cover you all in the precious blood of Jesus Christ. May the living true God protect you abundantly. Arsenal have signed Kai Havertz. Are we next to scoop a player from Chelsea? Keep tuned to this channel. More stuff is happening. Ciao, ciao.